Hey guys, I'm glad you're here today. Welcome to my Hello Fall series. This is episode 2, and I'm so excited to share my DIY with you today. I'm using 2 of the wood cutouts of the little truck from the Dollar Tree, and this is what it originally looks like. I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, so I was working on it off camera. But I took my X-Acto knife and I cut just under those 2 pumpkins on the back of the truck, and I sort of scored that and then just bent it back, broke it off, and what was left I took those little wire cutters and just cut off any little slivers of wood that was left, and then I lightly sanded that so wouldn't get a splinter or anything. But I'm using 2 of them, and the one on the bottom, I actually tried to take the little spatula I have and see if I could have got those wood cuts off. And if I could have got that section off and put it over on the other side, but that didn't work out. They just sort of broke off. Now I'm also using 8 of the little Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree. I have some red paint, some brown paint, and some gray paint, my wood glue, and the hot glue gun. I'm picking 3 styles of ribbon. I'm not sure on the burlap ribbon yet. I have some raffia, and I have a half a pack of the styrofoam from the Dollar Tree. So pretty much everything has come from the Dollar Tree. I think one of the ribbons actually came from Hobby Lobby, and there's supposed to be 4 little pumpkins. I think one of them rolled off somewhere. Maybe it'll show up before the end of the video. If not, we'll just use the 3. But I have like a red check, and I have a little red truck ribbon that came from the Dollar Tree, and some burlap. Taking my red paint, I'm going to paint the wood trucks and the little Jenga blocks all red, and then give that time to dry. Now, keep in mind, you could make this anything you wanted. You can make it the little teal truck, the white truck, just it could be just endless ideas on what you could do with this. But these are the colors that I had picked for this DIY today. Okay, now we're just going to watch this dry. Nah, just kidding. Anyway, once this is dried, I'm going to mix up some paint. I have a dark brown and a dark gray, but I want to put some maybe little chromies on those wheels. So I need a light gray, so I'm just going to mix a little bit of the dark gray and the dark brown and add some white paint to it and basically make the colors that I need. I need the light brown for the little wood rack for the back of the truck. Even that back one, the little red truck that's going to be on the back side of this, it's not really going to be seen, but because it is 3-dimensional, I'm going to go ahead and do the wheels on the bottom and the rack on the top, just in case that you'll be able to see through that ribbon a little bit and those colors will be there. I sure hope that makes sense. Taking some floral wire, I'm going to cut about 10 pieces. That's probably going to be cut about 6 inches, 5-6 inches long. It's probably all you need. You can always trim off any extra if you have a little bit too much. Next, I'm taking the 8-piece of Jenga block and I'm going to lay them out on the bottom, or it would actually be the back of the truck. So you can see where I'm placing those. All the ones across the bottom are evenly across because those are going to hold the styrofoam pieces. And then just the other ones are there for support. Looking at everything on my workstation, I just realized that everything is sort of always upside down to you guys. Does this bother you when I'm crafting? Because I actually have my video camera above my workstation, so yeah, it's always upside down. So let me know in the comments whether this, maybe I need to do something different with this. But yeah, it's everything that you're looking at is always upside down. After placing the little blocks where I wanted them and putting some wood glue, I'm putting wood glue on top of those, and then the top part or the front part of the little red truck is going to set up on these blocks. And that's where we're getting our dimension to this little truck. And then I'm just going to put this aside and give it plenty of time to dry. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start working on my ribbon. Picking out 3 different patterns of the ribbon, I'm going to cut each one about 8 inches. Because when you fold these in half, then you're only going to have about a 4-inch tall ribbon span. So I'm going to cut 10 of each pattern. So you're going to have a total of 30 ribbon. This burlap ribbon's a little bit wider, so I'm going to just cut that in 2. And when I dovetail all of the ribbon, I don't dovetail the burlap. It just doesn't do very good. So I just sort of pull a couple of strings out and just give it that effect, and I loved how it turned out. You'll see it at the end. Now to make the bow sets, you're going to take one each of the 3 pattern ribbon, sort of gather it together, and take one of the floral wires that you had cut earlier. You're just going to fold that around and twist it all the way down to the end, because you're going to use that like a pick in the styrofoam. And make sure that your ribbon is turned to where it's facing towards you, not on the inside. Once you have that completed, you're going to take 2 strands of the raffia and tie around the center of the bow. And you can trim it if you need to. I usually wait to the end and see if I need to trim any of it off. When you get done with all of your ribbons, you should have a total of 10. Okay, look at this little red truck, the way it's turned out. It's so cute. Keep in mind you could paint it any color you want. You'll be able to see the little Jenga blocks down in there that's going to hold the styrofoam. And that's going to allow you to place all of your ribbon and your pumpkins in the back of this truck, and it's just going to look adorable. You could distress this, you could highlight it, you could do whatever it is you like to do. I'm just going to leave mine like that. I've got my 2 little styrofoam blocks from the Dollar Tree. One is going to fit in there perfectly, and the other one I trimmed around so that you wouldn't see the green styrofoam in the truck window. So now you can glue those in there if you want. I'm leaving it loose. So if I need to take those out and add some fresh styrofoam blocks later, or use it for a different season, add different ribbon, you could do that. So this is what it looks like so far. And now it's time to place all of the little ribbons that you had created and put in your little truck. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I've got lots more DIYs coming up. Here is a breakdown of the cost of this little red truck, only $5.